uh, for Pascal and Betty for giving me this opportunity to be the person sharing this evening. I do sincerely thank you so much for getting started in this business, and thank God too for inspiring you to see it, because by extension, it has spread to so many other people. For those people that are guests for the very first time, I'm Judith Njeru. I joined this company in year 2001, courtesy of somebody I'd never met in life. But prior to that, I was working for Barclays. It's now called Absa Bank. So I was a career banker. After 12 years, I took a retirement and I became a housewife. I always say that it's where the rubber meets the road. I went home. I was very happy initially because, I didn't have to wake up in the morning. I would wake up, maybe drop my children to school, come back home, watch TV the whole day. And for 3 months, I was very excited. Until one day, I saw my bank balance go down. That is when it clicked to my mind that I need to get going. I need to get back on my feet, because before I got married, I was already working. So I really had never known what it means to ask for money. And so I said, I need to get back on my feet again. I need to bring money into this house, because in Nairobi, we don't get money, from the shamba here. Tunasemanga tunalima kwa rami. And so I decided to look for something that I could do. And of course, I had to do a lot of selections, pros and cons, know what is good. And then, of course, I settled on what I loved so much. It was a childhood hobby, and that was in the world of fashion. So I wanted to become a fashion designer. I didn't want to do anything to do with the banking, because it's actually very busy. And so I got myself a college, and I get myself there. I did my first 1 year. And when I joined my second year, I really came to teach in that college. And this Rende, she was selling some products to me of a lunch hour. Because this came, our teacher was not in, she was told to sit with us. And katika ile kuketi chini, akaanza kuni over lunch hour, akaanza kuniambia mambo ya products, nutrition, many things. And of course, I told her me and biology. The day I finished Form 6, I told her I finished in biology. And of course, I think when you can see something in somebody, she told me, if I showed you a business that you can make a lot of money, would you be interested? And of course, that was a yes, because I was already working in the bank. And for sure, I knew those people who come to banks every single day, those people whose bank balance was looking very nice, are business people. And of course, for me, that's why I was encouraged. I wanted to become a business person. And of course, it was a yes. Nikaenda nyumbani, nikasema na nikaambiwa, wewe utakoniwa hii Nairobi. Nikamwambia, even if I lost 10,000 Kenya shillings, I have worked in the bank. I have seen people lose millions in such of businesses. So nikasema yangu ni 10K na ni kidogo sana. So I was not afraid of losing 10,000 Kenya shillings. And so the following day, I went to the bank, I paid for my registration, and that's how I got started in this business. And I've been here 20 years plus now, and I thank God for the opportunity, of interacting with so many other people. And so most of those, so as I move along, we are going to share as we move along, so that you can know what has happened after this business. So I have come into this business. For me, I had a reason why I was joining this business. For me, I wanted an income, I wanted finances, because I didn't want to become a bother to anybody. I didn't want my girlfriends to run away from me. That when, people, if they buy you tea, they can't keep on buying tea for you. And so I also wanted that when my girlfriends are buying tea for me, I can also be able to buy that cup of tea. I didn't want people to run away from me. I didn't want to be a burden to my spouse, to my children, and to my family. Sikuwa nataka wale watu wa kufunguliwa WhatsApp group because kuna shida hii na hii. And so I really wanted to become financially independent. And that's why I really got interested in doing this business. And of course, that's why I was encouraged. And I always say sometimes God puts you somewhere because he wants to connect you and destiny. Yeah? Because God wants to connect you and destiny. And I always say that the reason why I was in a fashion school, God wanted to connect my destiny. And so while I was there, I think I just did that term. I think the teacher actually did, that was the time she came and she never came back again. And then the following term, I did once, I never went back, I even never finished. So I always say the reason why I was in a fashion school, it's because God was connecting my destiny. You could be a guest tonight. Maybe somebody is connecting your destiny tonight. I didn't know that that day that I came, it was going to see me many years. Now it is 20 plus. I used to hear them say in the next maybe 2 to 6 months, in the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. You know, when they are saying it, it looked to be so far. It looked like a mirage. But you know, I've lived all those years now, and my why has come to be a reality. So when I came, first and foremost, I really wanted to know, how do I get my finances? And that was the key bone of contention with my sponsor. I really wanted to know, how do I take this money home? Where does this money come from? Okay, I've joined. You know, I was just told I'm going to get money, but how does it come? And so I really worked with my sponsor so that I can know how this money comes. And of course, as the time goes by, I came to understand it's all about networking. And I was told this is the easiest system. If you really want to make a lot of money, you need to network. And so I got it very right. And I decided if it is networking, everybody is connected somewhere. Because this business is about connection of contact. Whom do you know? Whom do I know? And we are in business. And I said, I'm going to do it. The other thing that I was told, in this business, you just need to work 1%. The 99% is going to come from the environment. And so I said, if only I can be able to work 1%, like Pongete put it, and the 99 is going to come from other quarters, then I don't mind. Because when the 1% is not working, when the 1% is sick, that means 99% can still be able to bring the income home. And that is networking. And I got very excited. And of course, we started working with my sponsor. So, and then I started learning. And my first check was 3,094 shillings. And I'll forever be grateful. And then she told me, what you need to do is that you need to under zero. And so I started working for that 1,000. And so I saw my check move from 3,000, go to 4, go to 9, 12, and 25. In 5 months, I became a director. In a year's time, my income was 80 to 100,000. And let me tell you, the rest is history. And I just got a repeatability of the business. And that's how I was able to feel and dream that I was carrying for many years. And always wanted to buy a car for myself because you know, when you have one car at home, of course, and driver is one, you are the passenger. And of course, you are very happy with that. But for some other things, you want to go into shopping, you want to go maybe meet your girlfriends, or you want to go for chama, rasima uperekwe, ukunjue mapema, hata chama injaisha. And so I really wrong, that was my dream, to get myself a car. And so when I started earning money, I started saving. And within a year's time, I got my very first car, KR 298K. I always feel very nice about it because that was the very first car that was in my logbook. And of course, many more have come after that. So after I saw the prosperity of the business now, I said what there is just to do the business, get more skills, get more knowledge, and of course, involve more people in my business. And of course, from the income, I saw it grow. And in about 2.5 years, the income and grow to about 250K. And of course, the rest is history. And so in case you are here and you are looking for money, look no further. And because we are just going to teach you some skills, some knowledge, and the money that you're looking for, you are going to get. So the first part of my reason for joining the business was finances. So when I came now, the products that I told the lady I do not want, let me tell you, I came now and understood the products. It's about taking care of your health. And of course, like any other family, there are always health challenges. And of course, I was one of those, of course, you know, working for the bank, of course, you had medical cover. And of course, every other time you're taking kids to school, to hospital. And of course, when we came to Neolife now, we were taught how we can be able to avoid that. And from those years, from year one, when I joined this company, we learned how to use the company's products. And of course, we are told healthcare is to make your body better. And of course, the home care is to take care of your environment. Because if your environment is not good, you are going to be sick. And so we started using the home care products and of course, the healthcare products. I also got to use skin care. When I was leaving the bank, actually, I was in search of skin care. And let me tell you that from the day I touched our skincare, I have never looked back. Today, I'm so happy. You know, over 20 years down the line, I've been using the skincare. I am not just about to change. I'm in my 50th floor now, And sometimes when I go home, I look at my classmate and then I say how fortunate I was. Number one, to get a bank, I have got my income. I can be able to buy skincare that I need and be able to keep myself well, use the healthcare products, and of course that of my family, and everybody is okay. And so I always say that I got to some products that are not like any other. Okay, I've got to hospitals before. I've used so many medicines, but this was so unique that you can be able to have your health 24/7. And I'll forever be grateful for having joined this company. So when I came now, I have gotten the money that I'm looking for. And of course, I've also gotten my health back. So the other part, I found my sponsors who are traveling. And then it's like, it is for them, it's not for me. Actually, you must to India, the foreign men, they were going to South Africa. And then after that, they were going to Spain. Then it's like, it's for them, it's not for me. I thought I wouldn't qualify. And so when they went and came back, they told us, if hata nyinyi mkifanya kazi vizuri sana, you are also going to travel. And so that was in 2001. In 2002, actually, we started going to South Africa the following year in August. And after that, of course, the following year now, we started other international travels. I think I can be able to share that very quickly so that at least you can have a feel of it. It's always good to feel how people feel when they are traveling because it is really very, very, very interesting. Yeah. So let me, okay. Well, I think it's got some challenge. I'll just show you just like that so that I don't get into trouble, especially with with the, the with the variations in the internet. And so I always like, anytime I start my presentation, I like having to see this icon because I just like being happy. And because I'm in a business that teaches me to be very happy. And if I'm happy, I can be able to share my happiness to other person. And I do believe you are also feeling very happy now that you have seen that very icon because it gives you that feeling of joy. The other thing that I've been told is that when I come to this business, the idea is about becoming the very best of myself. And that one is no big deal. The other thing I've been told when I come here, it's not just about making money. It's just about making a positive difference in the lives of other people. And so when I came to here now, and then I learned how to travel, actually, I thought, oh my goodness, I can actually go to so many places. And when we came, we went that was 2000 and that was 2003. We were after South Africa. That was 2002. We went to South Africa, and then of course after that, the following year we went to Mauritius. I know I've been to Mauritius very many times. I was in Mauritius, sorry, I think this year in May we were in Mauritius. And, it's just shown me that it is possible in this business you can be able to travel. And of course, katika kusafiri, I've just sampled some of them. They are not here, all of them. And of course, we were in Rome. And of course, Rome was my childhood hobby because we had a priest at home, and of course we used to see him travel. When he comes back after a long time, he would tell us so many things about Rome. And of course, the first thing we visited was St. Peter's Square. And let me tell you, it was really fun. And it was very interesting. You can see you are with our tour guide there. And of course, this is where you go. There's a staircase there. You are not supposed to sit on that staircase. You are just supposed to stand. And you can see we were the present team members. And let me tell you, people, it was an entire team. And of course, every other time you find we are in places, sometimes there's a something, sometimes we are all of us, and it's very interesting. I've also had an opportunity to visit Mexico. I visited Mexico, Cancun, and I've also visited Mexico City. That is the Los Cabos Island. And like I can see there, I was talking to one of the scientific advisory board members, that is Diane Creighton, and she taught me a lesson that is, I'll teach you one day when we meet. There's Janji Kasel there and other people that had come for that event, and it was really amazing. And of course, we were in Dubai. I think this was after the COVID. When we were so scared about the COVID, we found ourselves in Dubai. And while in Dubai, some people went for some some thrilling things. Some of them I can't even give it a try, but some people did. And I think that is what they want. That is there with some of my team members. It was fun there in Dubai. This is our racer time. Of course, you dress down so that you can be able to tour around and around. And of course, there we won. And this was the group that was there. It was amazing. Yeah, the Kenyan team. Others went to see Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in Dubai. It was fun. And let me tell you, this was the East African part of the East African team, the one team. It was so exciting. And of course, you need to have the feeling of travel. When you travel, hutawahi sema mama yako ndiye anapikanga vizuri. You also discover there are those who cook very, very nicely. And of course, we also had other people from other regions like Togo. You see the way they were classy there. And they are looking so marvelous, so colorful. And, you know, they were amazing people. And people were in all places having fun and, you know, doing many things while in Dubai. This was one of the events. I think this event was right here in Nairobi. It was at that time it was at Intercontinental Hotel. I remember it was there. We had fun there. You can see Rico there. You can see many people. Charlie Bolton was also there. And let me tell you, this company is about fun. That is Charlie. So many other people having fun. I think we are celebrating some years here in Kenya. And let me tell you, it is amazing. And one of those people is somebody called Rory McDermott. I remember when we took these photos, we were at Sun City. Sun City is somewhere in South Africa. It's a desert that has been reclaimed. It's one of the most popular places that many people go there for holidays. And I always say that it's a place that everybody can be able to visit. In addition to my sponsors, I also have Rory and Noira as my mentors. They have mentored us as much as my sponsors have mentored me. I've also been mentored by Rory and McDermott. It's people that I admire so much. I always say that if I've done 20 and they have done 50, I can also do another 30. I always say, I think I need some graduates to see my future, how my future is going to be. Because as I start, I know my future is going to be so great. Because I know for sure many things are going to happen in this business. And not only this travel, I know we have traveled to so many other places. I've been to San Francisco, I've been to Hawaii, Las Vegas, we've gone to UK, London, Hong Kong, we've been to Ghana, we've been to many destinations of the world, countless of them. I've been to more than 50 cities of this world. And out of those traveling, what I can tell you, I've really traveled, I've really enjoyed the most are the hotels, anything less than maybe a 6-star or a 5-star. Sometimes you go to hotels. And that is one of the things that I really enjoy. You can see the various. I've sampled very many. I've also sampled the airlines, Kenya Airways, Emirates. We have gone with the Cathay Pacific. I've done Northwest Airlines. I've done KLM. I have done South Africa Airways. And let me tell you, when you come to Neolife, you've got an opportunity to sample many things, hotels, airlines. And when you're in the airlines, you can actually be able also to sample the various classes, the business class, the economy class. I've sampled all of them. And I know the difference between an economy class and a business class. And sometimes I always say, sometimes I go upgrade myself and go to business class. I tell myself 20 years are many years. And of course, I've invested so much in this business. I need to reward myself. And it's very, very nice. And specifically, let me tell you about Turkey. We went to Turkey last year. And from Nairobi, we went with a Boeing 777 all the way to Dubai. And then from Dubai, we went with an Airbus. Oh my goodness, 500 to 700 capacity. You should see all those people in that aeroplane. Let me tell you, it's an Airbus. And I always ask you people, what are the business? Some of the businesses that people do, not unless you are CEO of companies, not an ordinary person can be able to experience some of these things. I always remember that many times that we've traveled with the company, they give us the very best. The agents that they give us to take around when you go to those other countries is amazing. There's one hotel in Cape Town I'll never forget. It is called the 12 Apostles. Everything is very white. And it's at the source of Cape Town. And let me tell you, it's fun. I always say, if I never joined this business, Even if I would have stayed in the bank for so many years, even if, let's say, I would have got to the level of a manager, I would never, ever have an opportunity to sample all those places. But, you know, I always thank the bank. They gave me a stepping stone while I was growing up. And I know they are the reason why they gave me a stepping stone to become a better person so that I can be able to see this business in the future. And having worked for an international bank and now I'm working with an international company, I feel so privileged and I thank God every other time. And the other thing that maybe I can be able to share, and before I actually got it across, the other thing that I always say is this, that this company has given me so much than I could actually ask for. If I looked at my yesteryears and look at the person that I have become, the personal development that I've gotten, and of course, as we move along, other people are getting the same personal development. I always say, what a business, what an opportunity. Because I don't think the person that I am today, if were it not for this company, I don't think I would be that person. But it has made me a better person. And I always say that they tell you, come the way we are. We are going to make you a better person and you'll never be the same again. The other thing that I tell myself, that to invest in this company, you need so little money. I always remember I joined with the 9,200 Kenya shillings. That was back in year 2001. You know, I look at 9,200 Kenya shillings. That is money I would have gone, maybe bought a dress, bought some pairs of shoes, or maybe gone for a road trip. And that money would be finished. And I will never, ever think about 9,000 200 Kenya shillings. But you know, having invested the 9,200 Kenya shillings, what has happened to my life? That all the money that we have today, it is courtesy of Neolife company. You see? The car that I have, the house that I live in, my children went to Brook House, courtesy of Neolife, 9,200 Kenya shillings. What other business can give you that opportunity? Because you are told, just come. They're actually giving you a platform for doing business. They just tell you, come register yourself. We are going to train you. We are going to show you. And I always say that with 9,200 Kenya shillings, I've built a masterpiece for myself. To my own. Not many people that are in Kenya today enjoy what I enjoy today. Not many people enjoy the places that I took my children to school. Even some CEO can never take their children to Brook House like I did. But you know, courtesy of Neolife, it's been possible. The other thing is, I always say that between a yes and a no, the line is very thin. Saying no is very easy. Saying yes is very easy. I always tell God Almighty, thank you so much for letting me say yes to this business. Because saying yes, as of course, and we always say a spiral effect. You know, imeenda kwa watu wengi sana. Wale wamesoma, wale wajasoma, wale wajafanya nini, but this business has been able to absorb them. And they have become better people. People have been able to take their children to school. People have been able to, you know, like one of my girlfriends, I remember one time we were buying houses and she bought 2 units, you know, and then I always say, suppose I did not show her this business and get pesa ya kununua hizi nyumba. And so I remember that day we went with a gentleman who went into the office and we went to see. And after that, we took up the investment and we were able to go with it. I always say, we not be Neolife tungetoa pesa yapi ya kufanya hizi vitu. But you know what? We've been able to empower people to even do things that they never thought they can also be able to do. The other thing is, when you come to this business, what you discover as time goes by, it stops being work. It becomes passion. As far as I'm concerned, this business is not work for me. It is passion. I'm following my passion. I'm a marketer by training. Customer, I feel happy. Anytime I see a product, I feel happy. Anytime I see a design of a product, I go to the company's offices. I go to the Neolife offices. I see them branding. I see the green. I see the white. Let me tell you, I just get happy because deep inside, I am a marketer. I feel happy when my customer is happy. I feel happy when my team is happy. And let me tell you, it is amazing. And the other thing is, what is going to happen is that you're given an opportunity to build an international business from the comfort of your country, from the comfort of your home, from the comfort wherever you could be. This is a business that gives you that opportunity. I look at my team today. I started alone here in Kenya, but when I can see where my business has been all over the world, it is all over the place. Sometimes I remember like last month, somebody was joining in Pretoria, Another one was joining in Botswana. Another one was, another one was joining in Canada, Australia, Europe. My business is there. America, my business is there. I always asking God, you are so good to me, because not many people have got that opportunity on building an international business from the comfort of their home. Some of these people have never seen them. I only, I just see what happens at the end of the month. And when I see the various codes of various countries, that tells me that God has been so faithful to me, that He gave me an opportunity, even with my innocence, without even knowing what I was involving myself with, that I had not seen the possibility that I'm starting so small, and yet I'm going global. I earn different currencies every single month. When I was in the bank, I could only earn in Kenya shilling. I was being paid well. I can't complain. I thank God. But here it is many times. I look at the salary that I left when I was living in the bank. When I look at this, what I earn today is in excess of 10 times of plus of what this company pays me. And I always say that if you have eyes, you can be able to see. If you have ears, you can be able to hear. Because I say 9,200 and what I've been able to achieve. You can think like it is very little money, but let me tell you that money is so much. That money, again, it's so little, depending on the way you look at it. For me, when I look at that money, I see millions and millions of Kenya shillings, because that is what this business has been able to do for me. I look at that 9,200 Kenya shillings. It is like that mustard seed that you plant it and then you water it. The beauty is that you don't water it alone. You water it and other people are assisting you. You are not in business alone, just like what my sponsor said. You are not in business alone. You are in business for yourself, but you are not alone. There are other people to walk the journey with you. And like now, as I work with my team, the greatest team that God has given me, the greatest team, the best team that is given me all over the world, I always tell him thank you, because let me tell you, there's no other business that can give you the opportunity that this business has been able to give each and every one of us that has gotten involved. If I go to Tanzania, I've got business all over the place. And let me tell you, I don't know whether my business is not in. And wherever it has not been in, it is going to be. Because I know I'm here for a long haul. For the people that have retired, I want to encourage you one thing. That when you retire, what happens is that we think the future is going to end very soon. And we think maybe the money that we have maybe left when we are leaving our employment, or the investment that we have gone with when we are leaving, we think that it's going to last us the rest of our lifetime. Let me tell you, no sooner than you take that package, remember your lifestyle is the same. Remember that the inflation is going on, that the sugar is going up, everything, the medical expenses are going up. Don't you ever think the way you are, the energy that you have, you're going to have it when you are 80 and 90, it will be less. And so the best thing that you can do this business. Because for me, Judy, I'm so assured that when I'm 70, I'm going to be better. I'm going to be so vibrant. I have got the product. I have got the resources, because my business is going to feed me for the rest of my time, and I'm going to hand it over to my generation. So what you can do is that don't miscalculate the resources that you have now, that they are going to feed you the rest of your life. The health that you have, that you are going to have it for the rest of your life. But when you have this business, it's going to take care of you for the rest of your time. And for sure, I know, as I close it, there's one thing that I would want to say. And this is from Shakespeare. I know I've said very many ones, but what I can say, talking isn't doing. It is a kind of good deed. Just to say well, maybe to somebody or about something. And yet, words are not deeds. Words are not deeds. So remember, there's some work to be done. Let's go there. Let's help somebody and say less. But remember, words are not deeds. But deeds is something. Go out there and exploit your full potential that God has given you, because I know you have it. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, Pascal. You can take it over and maybe wrap it up. Good night, everyone.